Hi, in this video we're going to learn how to multiply fractions. Okay, so with multiplying fractions, it's a very straightforward procedure. Okay, you're going to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and then simplify your answer. Okay, so steps. You're going to multiply numerators. For those of you who don't know what the numerators are, those are your top numbers on your fractions. Then you're going to multiply your denominators. For those of you who don't know what denominators are, they are your bottom numbers. And last step, once you get your new answer, you're going to simplify your fraction. Okay? So let's start with some pretty basic ones here. Okay? Let's say we have 2/4, and we're going to multiply it by 3/4. Okay? Again, for those of you who don't know the pieces of a fraction or parts of a fraction, I'm going to say given a fraction, I'm going to use one of these two. So 2/4. The top number is going to be your numerator, this guy here. And the bottom number is your denominator, this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our numerators, which are your top numbers, and we're just going to multiply them together. Okay? In this case, we're going to multiply 2 times 3, which is going to give us 6. And then we're going to take our denominators and we're going to multiply those together. 4 times 4, that's going to give us a 16. And then we're going to ask ourselves, do 6 and 16 have anything in common? In this case, we both know that 6 and 16's greatest common factor is 2. So we're going to divide top by 2, bottom by 2. And our final answer here, when we multiply these fractions, is going to be 3 and over 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then we're done. Remember, you have to simplify your answer. So if you have a fraction where you know that something can be divided by them, then you need to make sure that you simplify fully. Okay? Let's try a few more. Let's see how we do. Okay? Let's say you have 6/8 times 4/8. Okay, same idea. Take your numerators and then multiply them together. 6 times 4 is going to give us 24. I'm going to take now our denominators, multiply them together. That's going to give us 64. Okay. And now we've multiplied. Now we have to ask ourselves, well, can 24 and 64 be divided by something? If you can't think of your greatest common factor, it's okay. Think of a number that they both have in common. So in this case, I know that 24 and 64 I can divide by 2. I can divide it by 4. I can divide it by 8. So I'm going to use 8. If you use 2, it's okay. It's just going to take you longer to get there, but it's going to be the same thing. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3, and 64 divided by 8 is 8. And curiously, we got the same answer as the first one. Okay. One last one. We're going to multiply 5/9 times 2/5. I want you to pause the video and see if you can do this one on your own. If you can simplify, great. If you can't, it's still okay. Okay, we're going to take our numerators, multiply them together. That's going to give us a 10. Now we're going to get 9 and 5, which are our denominators, multiplied together. That's going to give us 8/45. When I look at 10 and 45, yes, I can divide them by something. They end in 0 and 5. That means that they are both divisible by 5. So we're going to divide top and bottom by 5. Leaving us with 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then 45 divided by 5 is 9. Now 2 and 9 have nothing else in common, therefore we are